Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Party Makes Things Worse Song of the Reliquary, Episode 10, The Surgery. Last time, our party began delving into this strange structure built into the side of the atrium of this large and terrible catacomb. You did so in search for a creature that you have made sure that you were hired to hunt, that you all have been calling the Witch. A flying spellcaster who seems to also have some anti-magic capabilities that appears to be a fundamentally withered mummy, but enforced with some pieces of metal and wearing quite the ostentatious outfit that quickly began slaying the mages of Remgastelon when they broke into the hive that you all have been navigating secretly without starting a giant fight. You've been hired by them and a few others. You ended up having to talk your way in here by heavily persuading the Viscount Maloran, a incredibly powerful person from a flying city, to keep it simple for those who don't know what I'm talking about, who's, it turns out, much to the GM's surprise, which is very fun. I had to rewrite some of his nefarious plan now. Harold knows. Harold has interacted with him before and wasn't sure if he was well remembered. The music that we're playing is a little on the quiet side. I'm going to turn that up to like 55. Yeah, that's better. Not too much more, though. I don't think we might change that when we hit a combat. If that does need to happen, Spencer, that's your job if it'll let you do it. All right, so that's a pretty quick recap. That's really the essentials. The only other thing I will mention that I forgot about, you did find an incredibly large green crystal at the heart of a abomination of kind of stitched together flesh that you all killed last time, that you, through some pretty Herculean strength, managed to stow in a bag. I feel it's important to mention that because the sort of groundwork for you coming here was that you would take nothing. And you all have liberally and at every opportunity taken as much as you can. So obviously, you're going to need to be careful as you are leaving to make sure you don't cause any additional frequency. So, do we have any questions about anything else that happened last time? I will say, obviously, I'm guessing anybody watching remembers, we left off with you guys just about to get into a fight with two of these more elite versions of what we've been calling the stalkers that you ran into earlier, with their sort of unnaturally extended limbs and more gaunt and stretched features. Any questions about our situation, about where we are, about anything else?
No, we're about to get murdered. I think we're all on the same page.
We'll see. All right, Bartholomew, what's your question?
I go home.
No, you may not go home.
Uh-oh.
You're stuck here. Don't lean too far back from your mic. I almost couldn't hear you. All right. So with that, we are unfortunately going to kick things off with everybody going ahead and rolling initiative so that I can get us all in order and we can get ready to kick off this fight. And this track is turning out to be a lot more mellow than I thought, so I am going to ask you, Spencer, to try to go over there and clear. If I need to swing us onto bio break for 4 seconds to clear it myself, I can do that.
All right, let me do it.
Thank goodness. Sometimes it does not like us. I don't know what the deal with that is. You have all the permissions I do, but every now and again it gets a little...
Yeah, it's like,
It just
no,
gets
you didn't do it.
All right, I'm going to roll the initiative for my guys on my side, so don't dawdle for too long.
All right. Ready when you are.
I got a very fun potential initiative. Let me roll for the other guy. All right, cool. All right, so up first here, does anybody get over 20 on their initiative? Oh, let me head and roll. Yeah, all right. I'll vamp. All right, Bartholomew, what did you get?
24.
All right. Bart coming in strong with the 24. Oh, no. There we go. Spencer's chosen the mood, and it's not good. All
Deadly.
right. Anybody else over 20? 20 to 15. All right, Hilver?
I got a 20. Unnatural 20.
Great. And Lemon?
18.
All righty. Spencer, what'd you get? What did Harold get?
I got an 8, baby.
The curse continues.
Back to it.
Let's see if it's spread to the whole house. Beige.
I actually rolled an 8, but I have a +5, so I got 13.
Wow. Insane
13.
bonus.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, BJ has a recklessness to him.
No.
But
Beige.
surprisingly, he's been very level-headed. He's very serious about this mission.
It's very funny that Beige really is the straight man in this operation. Beige is the only one that's like, are we really still doing this? Like, are we sure? Are we positive? It seems crazy that we're still doing this. I'm going to get a little dampener here. I didn't realize how loud my dice were going to be on my desk. Normally I have a little dice box here, but I forgot it today. It's sitting over on the shelf, and I don't feel like going to get it. All right, so up first in initiative then is going to be Bartholomew Silvertongue. So Bartholomew, you took your hiding spot behind this door, which has proven to be pretty effective. Right on the other side, you can hear this creature breathing, and you see its hand wrapped around the side of the door as it's going to twist around. Now, Lemon, I was going to say, you described yourself last time as waiting behind the door. So are you here, or are you there?
As it's opening, I'd be the first thing it sees.
Interesting. Okay, then I think we're going to have to step out of the initiative order a little bit then. So I think just before Bartholomew's turn, this thing needs to get its shot then. If that was your prepared action, I misunderstood it. I thought it was it coming around the corner. Instead, it was the door opening wide enough that you could see it. So you have the unique perspective that you can see that the other creature has stayed back about 10 feet, not right behind the other, seemingly keeping an eye on the door. And as it turns out, quite justified to be keeping an eye on the door. As you have the option, you are to trigger and shoot at the hunter that has just stepped through the doorway.
Yeah, I'm 100% doing that.
Great. So, Lemon, the first thing that we all hear, as Harold, you are running down the hallway to where everybody else is. You see the door swing open and Lemon fire. You can't even see what he's firing at yet.
Ah, shit.
Now, am I just prepared an action shot, or am I... would this be an attack action?
I don't believe so. I think that it would just be one firing, but
Okay.
I suppose that does not make sense, right? You have the multi-attack trait, basically. If you use your action to attack, then yeah, I do think you would probably get both shots. And if I'm wrong, so
Okay. Cool. I could see that going either way.
sure.
All right. First one. Oh. All right. For all the viewers, we did find out I was rolling too higher than what I was supposed to be.
Not as much as I was hoping for. Not as much as I was hoping. I was hoping it was like 6 too high, but I'll take it. I'll take the wins where I can get them.
I was rolling with a +12 when I was supposed to be rolling with +10.
Oh no, just a +10 at level 7.
I will say the first one is a 29.
29 absolutely is.
Second roll is only a 13.
A 13 misses.
All right. I shall swing, but I also wasn't doing as much damage as I should be.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's the trade. The +2 he was giving himself to attack was supposed to be 2 damage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Up next, after just so that you guys can start getting your turns prepped here. After Bartholomew, it is going to be Hilver.
So that is 19 points of damage.
19 points of damage to the one in front. A huge start to the combat. All right. You all are jarred into the sudden frenetic nature of combat by the blast of a pistol going off. The first shot striking into the shoulder of this monster that immediately is startled backwards and then instantly adapts as a second shot fires. It ducks low, still holding the door, and the bullet whizzes and thuds into the sticky flesh wall behind it, sending a spurt of blood into the room as the bullet fires and hits. It turns around, sees you damaging the wall, and looks back at you, focused on you with all the more clarity.
As it ducks, I think that's when I see the second one. I just, as the shot's ringing, I There's two!
You hear there's two. Lemon giving tactical updates. So then we enter initiative order. Up first is Bartholomew Silvertongue. Bartholomew, what are you doing? You're hidden behind this door. The creature on the other side has just taken a shot.
Bartholomew is startled by this, but in that startle, reaches around the door for a sneak attack and is
Absolutely. Are you going at it with the vicious dagger?
vicious dagger.
Yes, you all see Bartholomew just like lunge around the door to stab down at this creature. Go ahead and roll with advantage because you are technically invisible, which you lose as you make your attack.
26.
26 absolutely hits.
Yep. So
Plus sneak attack, so don't forget to roll all those million extra dice.
and vicious dagger.
I know.
So we got
You've really got the rogue kit that we all dream of.
That's going to start off at 24 points of damage.
24 points of damage. Huge hit to kick things off here. All right, so immediately you watch as Bartholomew wheels around and just buries this dagger in like the collarbone down into the neck of this creature, which immediately like twists to the side like it's trying to pinch the blade in between its neck and its shoulder, and Bartholomew manages to pull his hand out fast enough that doesn't happen.
Bartholomew now realizes face to face with this creature what it looks like and is screaming in terror. And as a bonus action, disengages.
Awesome. Bonus action disengage. You see this distorted, long mouth with these teeth on the inside, these deep sallowed eyes, and this mummified form. So you take the disengage bonus action, and so now you can take pretty much as much movement as you want. Yeah.
And he goes right behind Harold.
So Bartholomew runs
screaming.
back down the hallway to behind Harold. All right.
Good call.
Your strength gives me strength.
I told a white lie.
Harold?
Up next in the initiative are the two monsters.
Oh,
I didn't want to give
no.
away where they were. It's a good thing you ran. It is the two monsters' turn. Two things happen in very rapid succession. First, the monster that is in the front dashes just 5 feet forward up into Lemon's face because at this point it has not seen anybody else except for Bartholomew, who stabbed out on it. So as it lunges into Lemon's face, you hear for the first time one of these creatures speak. It opens its strange, rotten mouth. You see that where teeth once were, you see metal and maybe porcelain teeth have been like installed to replace the old ones. You can see jagged gums where they have been added and maybe replaced multiple times, turns to the other and barks in a language that you do not understand. Fighting Gosan! And yells and gestures with its other hand as it goes to attack Lemon twice. All right, Lemon, let's see how this works out. Poorly in the past, but we shall see, we shall see. All right. First, it is going to use its bonus action, and you watch as it has this short sword out in its right hand, and you see that it has a long bow over its shoulder. You watch as it takes that short sword and actually like opens its mouth and just like vomits this like black, thick ichor onto the blade, and then cuts up at your chest with it, making 2 attacks.
Yeah.
All right. That is I might actually hit somebody for once. That is an 18 and a 24.
Both hit.
They both hit at last.
Will
Lemon
do.
dies.
Yeah.
Oh.
I am.
Oh no. Don't do this.
And only block one of them.
Okay.
Reaction, I am casting shield.
Shield. Great. Yeah, you throw his shield up, and that 18, you watch as the blade comes in and like slows to a crawl as it hits the resistance, and then as it breaks, it stabs the rest of the way forward.
Yeah. He says 23, correct?
4.
24. Okay. Yeah, I'm at easy 22 with shield running.
All right, 18 and a 24. So the first attack misses, the second attack hits. You take 9 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Con's pretty good.
I thought you were about to say dexterity, and I was like, what the hell is this vomit gonna do to him?
That would be hysterical. No, not quite.
That wasn't that 20.
Awesome, fantastic, really good. You feel this poison, this like thick black liquid going into you, and you feel this hot burning sensation as it courses through your veins, but you manage to shake off whatever that stuff does. My chair just fell.
Oh, no.
I'm part of the terror. No, yeah, you shake off whatever that stuff is.
You see Lemon then vomit up the same black shit.
Oh, that's gross. Yeah, I like that. You watch Lemon spit, and it's the same black ichor, and you're like, no, that can't be right. With that, the other one. So that is its movement. That is its bonus action. It's gonna stay there, and it. You watch it stand, attack Lemon, and then look around and quickly realize how many people are in the room, and it yells again with more urgency. Siding us again, louder, like driving home whatever it is that it has said. And with that, you watch as the other one runs 5, 10, 15, 20, taking an attack of opportunity from Harold. Not from Harold, from Hilver, as it throws open that set of doors and continues to run. 25, 30, 35.
All right, that's a nat 20 for my hit.
Sure, go ahead. You can definitely do that. As long as you don't have Sentinel, it keeps running.
Well, I was going to use a stunning strike.
Can you use a stunning strike not on your turn?
I will.
What resource is
It's
stunning
once
strike a
per
bonus
turn.
action?
It's when you hit with a monk weapon or unarmed strike.
On your turn, continue to read.
Once per turn. Yeah, it's like the qualifier is once per turn. When you hit with a monk or weapon or unarmed strike, you can spend 1 focus point to attempt a stunning strike. Target must make a 16 DC con saving throw. On a failed save, the target has the stun condition until the start of your next turn. On a successful save, the target's speed is halved until it's the start of your next turn.
All right, so if it says
And the next
once
attack
per
roll.
turn and it doesn't say once on your turn, it just says once per turn.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm going to make my save. Because if
Alright.
it succeeds, it can continue to move at half movement.
Yeah.
So let's see.
So 16 con.
Actually, you can move either way. We learned this last time. You
Right.
can move while stunned. It's not the same as paralyzed anymore.
Can it do object interactions when stunned, or is it just movement?
It would need to just... It's going to make a strength check to try to just slam into the door as hard as it can.
I gotcha.
So it will probably hurt itself if it succeeds. It just failed. All right, so I need to do just... well, no. So because of how this works, it needs to leave your area. So it moves 5, 10, 15, 20 feet, opens the door, moves 5 more feet, and then you attack. Roll your damage. You stun it. 25. And then it can continue to move. 30, 35. And you all hear another set of doors open.
So that's 15 points of bludgeoning damage.
Woo! Huge hit. Good to know.
You know what would go down so smooth right now? A mage, like a wizard, that could do arcane lock on a door and just
Yeah.
keep whatever's going on back there out. We don't have that.
The door opens and then steps through, and I will ask, can you take a look at the stunned condition really quick? Does it seem like the creature could speak? Or does it say it cannot even, like it can't find words when it has under the effects of the stunned condition? I wasn't going to buy the new DM screen, but now that I realize that I can't actually search anything or Streamlabs goes dark, I might buy that.
They are incapacitated.
And the incapacitated condition says no actions, bonus actions, or reactions, right?
It's loading. I thought mousing over it used to show it, but
It does
Open up the
sometimes.
new-
It depends on like which version of the screen you're on.
right.
This is the kind of real, actual play experience you can only get here at Foolhardy Press. We don't
Actually,
cut this
maybe I
stuff out. You should have just kept the books next to it.
All right. Yeah. Speech. Yeah, it does say speechless.
Speechless. Okay, so you see the creature. Can anybody see it? Yeah, you can see it from where it is, Hilver. You watch it slam open the set of double doors in front of it, like lunging across the space, and then it just has to throw its body at the second door. I'm going to call it a DC 15 to just bust through the second door. So let's see if it can actually pull that off. It does. Okay, you watch it slam into the second door and like piles out on the other side and can't make a noise. It's just laying on the ground.
Is that like a strength attack roll?
No, I just had it make
it's
a strength check as a part of its
momentum-based.
movement.
Alright.
Dude,
Oh yeah, check, not saving throws. Yeah.
Yeah, so
it can
as of the
alright.
2024 Dungeon Master's Guide, you can now open a door as a part of your movement action rather than as a bonus action object interaction. But I
Yeah.
did still make a check because it's stunned. It felt a little wishy-washy, but it, for the record, got a natural 20. Unfortunately, we rolled like 2 nat 20s instantly, which is weird, and it managed to slam through the door. But it can't speak, and so it is just on the ground, like, and you're seeing it like waving its hand, but you don't know at what or why. Okay. That is its turn. Now it is your turn, Hilver. You have these 2 doors that have been thrown open. You have one of these creatures that is about 15 feet from you on your right by that door where Lemon is, and the other one that is about 20 feet to your left through both sets of doors.
Alright. That thing just destroyed that door, guys. I think we've got some of those skeletons on the way, maybe. And I'm going to go. Wait. Wait. There we go. Fine. I'll go into the middle of the hallway, chasing down after it, and I will throw an attack at it.
And as you are running up, you see just the edge of another creature inside the room that seems to have been just starting to take a step towards this thing.
Alright. That was a 16 to hit.
A 16 is going to hit.
Alright.
After Hilver will be Lemon.
Alright. That was 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
12 points of bludgeoning damage. You just run up as this thing like falls to the ground and crack a fist into the back of its head. As you send its head, it slams down off of the pavement and comes back up.
Alright. And I will do another one on it.
All right, going down for another. You guys just watch. You all watch Hilver just like leap after this creature like a tiger and just start like pummeling it while it's down on the ground trying to take this thing out.
And that one misses, so I will then do a flurry of blows and try to like hit twice more, like just aiming for the back of its shin.
Especially seeing that it has allies, Hilver, you're staying locked in, trying to take this thing down while you still have a good opportunity.
Right. So one of those misses, the other one will hit.
I take it your misses are very, very low, because make sure you do run those by me.
Yeah. Well, you said 16 was the AC, right?
No, a 16 hit. 16's not the AC.
Oh, okay. So. Oh no, wait. You said a 13 missed though
Yes.
before.
So
All
it's
right.
between a 13
So,
and
yeah.
it's between a 14 and a 16.
All right. So yeah, the other one was the worst. So yeah, the ones that missed still missed.
Great.
And that was
I say great. Well, it's great
11
for me.
points. 11 more points of bludgeoning
11
damage.
more
on
points
this
of
guy.
bludgeoning damage. You are just pummeling into this thing, laying in. It is now like starting to get battered, and you can feel some of the jaw cracking under the weight of your fist as you are just trying to bring this thing down. All right, that is that's your some of your movement and your action.
Yeah.
You have your bonus action. Right? No, bonus action, flurry of blows. What do you do?
Yeah.
have
I'll
a little
stay
bit of
here at the
movement?
door then.
Okay, so you stay where you are.
Unless I can use it to. Well, no, the door's been damaged. I can't probably close it again. So. I'll stay
Yes,
here.
the door is shattered. That door is not going to close again. But the one behind it, you could. There's a door just 10 feet behind you. If you wanted to on another turn, double back, you could certainly get that one shut. All right. In that case, up next is Lemon, and Beige, you're on deck.
When I attack, we've talked about it before. I just can't remember.
Sure.
When I use a ranged weapon at melee, what's the disadvantage of it?
It depends on the it depends on the weapon. There's some stuff like crossbow expert that would like let you not take that disadvantage. I don't know if there's an equivalent for firearms or if that was something we'd have to
Probably
homebrew.
not.
So for the record, you would just have disadvantage. You would just have to
Disadvantage.
roll twice and take the lower. So
Cool.
you can either gamble on your plus 10 and fire in close, or you can take a few steps back and take some damage.
Yeah, I will not be moving at the moment.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just swing with disadvantage.
Okay, so you fire off twice. Do you switch to your weapon, or are you still firing off with your gun?
I'm still firing off with my gun.
Okay, great.
So disadvantage first. That is a 6 plus 10. Yeah, plus 10. So a 16.
16 hits.
Second hit is a 10 plus 10, so a 20.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
All right. So that is, first hit is 14 points of damage.
14 points of damage. Whoa!
Second one is 20 points of damage.
What? Oh my goodness, this poor thing. No one told these. It's funny. We're in the world of prospects. So it's not. This feels. There's a real American cowboy energy coming off of Lemon. A real different vibe here that is really fun. Yeah, you all of a sudden this very narrow, very long hallway becomes a deafening firing range as you are listening to Lemon just fire shot. And then shot as things are continuing. Lemon, your own ears, well adjusted to it now, are starting to get a like a little ring at the back as you are firing in this like really confined space. But this creature is now sprawled back and bloodied, bleeding from several terrible wounds across its chest and arms.
I'm also going to pop a second wind.
All right, getting a little bit of health back. So that was so these last two fights have been a little gnarly on Lemon.
Oh yeah. I'm below half health.
Also bloodied.
Yep. But yeah, that's my turn.
Good. All right. So
Just
that
what you want.
it's exactly what I want. So Beige is up next.
Oh, okay. Beige is invisible, which is great.
Good for Beige.
For mere moments, though, unfortunately. But I think Beach will go to the one that's closest to him, which is the one that is up in Lemon's business.
Sure.
Oh, actually, that's not what I mean. I mean the other one, the one that ran into the room, the one that ran away.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go to that one instead. That's what I want.
Sure. How close do you want to get?
I would like to get just behind Hilver, if possible.
Sure, yeah. So you can pretty easily make your way over with just 15 feet of your movement. And you will be standing right... You're basically like... we just see Bijah's head peeking over Hilver's shoulder, and you see the creature down on the ground there.
And then... I would really, really like to cast Sleep, if that's possible. I don't know if these things sleep. I don't know. But I'm hoping maybe it'll work. Maybe?
I'm going to be really honest and transparent with you. I don't know the answer to your question. So let's say make a luck check. On a 1 to 10, they don't sleep. On an 11 to 20, they have to do some version of sleeping still. They need some kind
dormant
of rest.
state.
I don't think these things dream off the La La Land or anything, but there's a chance that they still need to be inert for a time, and maybe that's the effect you'll have.
It was a 10. Just
Oh.
a 10.
That's not how... oh, is it 10? No! Alright, so they do not sleep. So here's what I'll say. I am not going to make you still burn that spell, then. I will say that in this moment, you just know that sleep won't work. You take one look at the creature and go, why did I think this thing slept? And there you go.
Do invisible stalkers dream of undead sheep? That's the question, and the answer is no.
Let me pencil
Listen,
that
I
down
don't
for a
know.
short story for us to do later.
I
Damn it.
mean, what are they doing when they're just hanging out waiting for people? You know, maybe they're taking a little snooze.
Mostly backgammon. They're really into. They're really into dominoes. So
That's
what do you think you want to
nice.
do instead of sleep?
Instead, I will use a fun spell called Dissonant Whispers.
There we go.
And I think I'm gonna do that on the one that's like about to take a step, like the one that's like not necessarily.
Oh, so you're
engaged.
casting it into the room. This one.
Yeah,
here.
I'm just scared of that one.
Yeah, sure. So I think
don't-
that you're probably going to be a little closer to there.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
It's a range of 60 feet. This
You're
spell.
totally within 60 feet. I think you're
Okay,
only
yeah,
like
I thought
15.
so. Just making sure.
Oh, that was
And
good.
it is a wisdom saving throw. Of
A
14.
wisdom saving throw, 14. All right, so you're.
Do they
full-
sleep? No. Are they wise? I don't think
Let's
so.
find out. All right, so it's 14. Let's see.
Anything that doesn't sleep has to be unwise.
Right, like it's got like no brain function.
No
Only-
recuperation.
Only a 7. So it certainly fails.
Nice.
And I'm swapping my dice because I have not been rolling good enough.
Ah,
You
God.
got some hits. Got some licks in.
You
So-
rolled a d20, no?
What?
Didn't you
Roll
roll
a
a d20?
Their initiatives
For what?
were above 20.
Yeah,
I
what?
think you mean like nat 20.
Oh, that was last session, yeah. Cause
Sorry, nat 20, not a d20.
I'm so
I was like,
Hey,
what?
Okay,
20
there we go.
by
Yeah, so you go around the corner. So, Beige, as you go to look at this creature, you know sleep isn't going to work. You sidestep 5 feet to the right, look up, and you see just the side, just the edge of another creature deeper in the room. You see in armor, wearing this like this sort of almost chainmail with like leather plates that meet at the middle points, and wearing this iron mask. There is another creature inside the room, and in its hand, it is holding this, what is called a censer. So there is incense like pouring out of this metal ball that it is holding in its hand. And you take one look at that and go, and Dissonant Whisper.
I hate that.
It fails. What's the result?
8 plus.
What's
That's
the result?
nothing. Plus
8.
nothing. It's 8, I guess. That's great. Okay. A beach tried.
I know for a fact that spell does more than just damage, though.
It also has to move away immediately.
That is the funniest possible option.
So it has to get as far away as possible.
So it basically gets. You watch this thing take one look at you, and you see this like sort of placid steel iron mask look at you, and then it turns and runs away down the hallway. Hysterical. All right, 5, 10, 15, 20. It'll go its full complement of movement away from you. That is really funny. All right, so this thing in this iron mask just runs, leaving a cloud of incense following it as it continues to dodge and sprint down the way. That's your action and some movement. Did you have anything else you wanted to do?
Not right now. No.
All right, holding on to the inspirations. It's going to be a long day. I like it.
I'm keeping it.
What's your question, Michael?
I was hoping I could retcon my move just a little bit. I read a little further on what I can do with my second wind. I get a little bit of movement.
Yeah, if you want to take a little. Do you get a couple extra steps?
Yeah, so I get half my movement as not
Without-
what was the wordage?
Without causing
attack.
attacks of opportunity?
Yes.
Fantastic.
exactly.
So you can move 15 feet.
Yeah, I'm going towards that door that everyone's run through.
Sure, Lemon, you give yourself a little bit more distance. This creature is now sort of stuck picking between these two groups. All right, I like it. All right. Up next in the initiative, you hear a voice, muffled, and so you get the sense that it is the creature in the iron mask. And it, in a very calm, almost like soothing voice, you hear it say like, "Alan, Sasha, Alan," and then you hear this like this like horrible scream comes from that same room that it's coming from. And you don't know what that is. You just hear that scream start to wail out across the space. Do I need to make a new save on the creature's turn against Dissonant Whispers, or is that a one action?
I
one
was trying
turn
to
job.
figure that out, and then I got distracted.
I appreciate that. That's Dungeons and Dragons. I was in the middle of a spell, and then I did get a Twitter notification. Wait, I did get a Blue Sky notification, and I got a little distracted. We've all been there.
It's one action is a casting time. It doesn't say, so I don't know.
So it just runs.
Duration
once.
instantaneous.
Yes,
I guess
okay.
it just goes.
That's actually what I'm looking for. So that means it just runs away. So it can turn around and run back now. So you hear this like very soft voiced command, and then 5, 10, 15, 20, it slowly makes its way back. And because you would get partial cover, it is going to attack Hilver, even though you attacked it. Because it doesn't want to deal with you getting a +2 to your AC. Like it knows about the mechanics. You watch as this creature... I have tough decisions to make over here. Yeah, it's not close enough to do that anyways. You watch as this thing reaches its hand into one of the like folds of its outfit and brings out this metal rod. It looks to be almost sort of a wand. It is not particularly long. It takes it and throws its hand out, and a bolt of lightning swings across the space towards Hilver. Now,
It's a
Hilver,
very movable rod.
a decidedly movable rod. Now, this is a magic attack, so I don't know if this is... I don't think you can catch this lightning bolt. I'm not positive,
No, it's
but I don't
specific
think so.
to it's specific to bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage.
That is a 22
it's-
and an 8.
Oh, it's 2 attacks. The 22 hits.
Okay. Yes, it is 2 attacks, but one of them missed, so you are not so bad off. You take 11 points of lightning damage as this bolt of lightning courses across the space and strikes into your chest. You all watch Hilver's like neck tighten as he takes this electrocution. And that is its turn. Harold, you are up.
All right. I am running up to the creature that the rest of the party is left in the dust. And I am casting Divine Favor upon my newly acquired weapon. So I do an additional 1d4 of radiant damage.
For the record, I will also give Spencer a shout out. When I made that magic item in D&D Beyond, I did do it wrong, and so Spencer will be doing more damage now than he was. They changed.
yeah.
Tell me if this is a change. I don't know. I could have sworn that Warhammers used to be the two-handed ones, and now it's mauls, like M-A-U-L mauls.
Yeah,
I swan that
I
that's
totally
not what
thought
it
the
used
same
to be
thing.
called. I'm not positive, but I don't know. Maybe I'm
No,
thinking of great
because-
clubs.
Yeah, he's Crystal used a warhammer and it was just a one-hander.
That is so
So
funny.
weird.
I guess just no one I know uses the two-handed hammer, uses them all. I've just never even heard of it. Hopefully, maybe it's a 2024 thing. I don't know. But yes, you all watch as Harold now with this hammer that you took from the Oracle, that big construct, runs up, filling it with divine energy to swing down at this creature.
And that was a 19 to hit,
19 totally hits.
14 damage.
Oh my goodness. This
And
thing was
I
already
swing
looking
again.
bloodied and is now on death's door.
That is an 8 plus 7. 15.
15 does hit.
Yeah.
Narrowing it down. So you now know its AC is either a 14 or a 15.
And that is 11 points of damage.
11 points of damage. It is
Some of it
still
radiant. I
alive.
don't know if that makes a difference.
It does not make a difference. It does not make a
Okay,
difference. This thing
okay.
is clinging to the edges of life, but is barely alive. I think as you slam down, you hear a small symphony of broken ribs. And as it takes its next breath in, you hear a rasping bubble to the sound. And you know that this thing is not long for this world. If you left, this thing would probably still die from its injuries at this point. All right,
Nice.
cool. That's your action. Your bonus action to divine... whatever. I can't remember what it's called.
Divine favor.
Divine favor. That adds
And,
damage to your weapons, right? That's like the.
Yeah, just as the D4.
All right, cool.
And that is it for me. I'm going to stay where I am to keep our roguish companion safe.
Fantastic. With that, from down the hallway, you hear that scream continue and get louder. You hear that. And you just watch as 5, 10, 15, 20, this huge hulking creature of like stitched together arms and legs, but into one body, a flesh golem, sprints down the hallway at an incredible speed. You can see this blue crackling lightning in its chest. This thing is being powered by some kind of like electrical magic or technology in its chest. Runs up, picks up the hunter, turns, and runs the other way, carrying it on its shoulder. So you can, Hilver, you've taken another turn, right?
Yeah.
So you can make an attack against the flesh golem, but not against the creature because it is forced movement for the creature.
Yeah. And since I didn't use my reaction to deflect blows, I still have the reaction. So I will swat at it and roll the 2 + 8 for a 10.
A 10 to hit?
Yeah.
A 10
Not
hits.
that one, at least. Really?
A 10
okay.
hits.
Holy crap.
All right. That will be 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, 8 points of bludgeoning damage.
As I'm just trying to like warm up like this, like trying to find like a spot where it's not too electrical to just like give it a quick jab and kind of get a feel for like this horrendous creature that's like looming at me.
You whip out with a quick jab, connecting. You feel your knuckles hit the side of a creature that feels like it has 20 bodies worth of muscle stuffed into one body. You definitely hit. You definitely do damage. You get the sense this thing is going to be very easy to hit. And you get the sense you're going to have to punch this thing about 600 more times to kill it as it turns and goes screaming down the hallway. It's going to go 5, 10. It actually doesn't want to go too far. It's going to go 15. And you watch as it runs and sets the hunter that you stunned down and then turns back towards the door and runs back 15 feet, sprinting again back towards you, seemingly answering the sort of beckoning calls of the creature in the iron mask. All right, that is its turn. We're back up at the top of initiative, which means Bartholomew, you are back up. You are now very far back from the fight. You've given yourself some breathing room. You can see Harold in combat with one of these hunters in front of you, and way down the hallway, you know, is where the other fight is happening. What do?
Bartholomew is fiddling with his many different pendants, trying to whisper to any of the gods to help him in this case, and he's starting to creep away. He chooses his deity to worship, and right around Harold's shoulder goes in for another little sneak attack, closing his eyes while he's doing that.
So you fully like 5, 10. So you fully like
Go 5,
swirl
10.
your way all the way up around the corner to stab.
So it's what? Yep. That's drop that.
Now, because it is in melee with an ally, I do think you'll get your sneak attack too,
Sneak attack. Yep. It's 5 feet as long as I don't have disadvantage.
which you don't have.
And does a probably gonna hit anyways. Yeah.
It's gonna hit. All right, great.
Describe 22.
Describe your kill. It has 2 HP.
Oh, okay.
Describe your
Yeah.
kill.
So Bartholomew, literally reaching around Hilver, is whispering to the god of boon, closes his eyes, and then
Oh, you fully.
did I get it? And then just looks at the creature as he's took the vicious dagger right through the eye socket,
Perfect.
twists, and it keeps the eye on the blade.
Oh, and you just have this undead eyeball on the end of your blade.
It's he looks right into Harold. It's just, well, it's all according to the plan. All according, so blessings on you now. Excuse me, and bonus action's going to hide
Yeah, nothing can see
behind
you.
arrows.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a stealth check. Nothing can see you right now. You totally can. Harold, I imagine in this moment is like,
21.
man, I guess Boone is like completely real. I guess Boone
Yeah,
is like.
he nailed that shot.
Yeah. All right. So
crazy.
you gain the invisible condition, which is good to know. All right. Cool. All right, Bartholomew, that is your turn. With that, it is the hunter's turn. One of them, on its turn, decomposes more because it is dead. The other one is going to just move 5 feet forward, and it's going to take a shot at Hilver. Hilver, you're going to have a +5 to your AC because you have 3/4 cover. It can see your shoulder, but does not want to move forward. You watch as it slings the longbow off its back and fires off 2 arrows in rapid succession, one right after the other.
Yeah, my reaction has been used. Oh,
Tragic.
Who's waiting for that?
Whoa! A 22 and a 23 with a +5 to your AC. Did this hit?
with +5.
You have +5
No.
because you have 3/4 cover.
Okay, so neither of those will hit.
All right, good. I was like, wow, that was really good rolls. I didn't think it would hit, but I thought there was a chance. All right, you hear 2 arrows boom, boom, fire from the distance, and as you look up, one of them shatters up against the frame of the door, and the other one, I will say, Hilver, you catch as it is headed towards your face, and just snap it and throw it on the ground. All right, with that is going to use
One guy. Oh, this one guy really hates this door here. He's bashed it in. Now he's throwing arrows at it.
All right, and with that, it tries to hide, but it fails. It does not get over that 15. So you watch, you hear Hilver, it like go back up against the wall, and then you don't hear any more footsteps, so you know where it is. And so you don't need to worry about getting a sneak attack off. All right, great. That is the hunter's turn. Up next is Hilver. Lemon, you're on deck. Hilver, what are you getting into as this scene is sort of playing out? You see this huge hulking flesh golem right around the corner. You see this iron mask wearing creature a little further, and one of these hunters deeper into the room.
I guess we don't really have much reason to go back now, so I will kind of, I guess, charge in ahead
Sure.
and go after the mask guy.
Absolutely. As you run into
It
the
looks
room,
like he'll take fewer punches to deal with.
As you run into the room, you see that all along the western wall, there are 6 cells. You can see through the bars that inside, it's like an enclosed cell, and in that cell, there is a cage hanging from the ceiling. The one right in front of you just has a skeleton. Not standing, dead, inert, sort of like stuck in amongst the bars. But you can see that there are many more further down. And as you look down the hallway, all the way at the end, you can see that the last room, which does not have, which has a doorway that has been shattered seemingly long ago, you see a massive briar of thorns and roots and vines filling that room on the far side. But you are somewhat distracted by the hulking form of these 2 creatures that seemingly mean you harm. What do you do?
All right, I will give a couple of blows to this sensor holding one that's right near the cage that I was just looking into too.
Absolutely. You run up to this creature holding this incense thing in its hand, and you just start laying into it as right diagonal to it, this hulking flesh golem's attention is shifting to you.
All right, does an 11 hit?
Does an 11 hit? An 11 does not hit.
All right. Does a 14?
Wait. A 14 doesn't hit, so it doesn't matter. But as you run up to it, all of a sudden you smell that incense. It fills your nose and is the most pleasant, gentle, comforting scent you've ever smelled in your life. Make a wisdom saving throw.
All right. And
it smells like
I have
every
advantage.
beautiful day you've ever had.
All right, and because of my breathing necklace, I have advantage against harmful gases and vapors, right?
Yeah,
For this?
I mean,
All
what are
right.
the odds?
Hell yeah.
All right, that is a 16.
With 16, for just a moment, you feel like all is right with the world, and these 2 things whatever they are, like all of your vision goes hazy and you almost go on this like LSD trip of kaleidoscopic color, and then you manage to like shake it off as your necklace clarifies a little bit of your awareness. You get the sense that could have gone bad. That's your action and your movement. You swing out twice and neither of those blows connect. This thing is quite heavily armored, and as you go to swing, it throws up an elbow to block the first hit and swings around for the second one as well, protecting the sensor that it's holding and taking those hits with its body.
I'll be like, this guy back here is pretty nasty. Keep your distance from him if you can.
All right, calling that out
with
to the
the
rest of
sensor, and I will give him a bonus action kick to try and at least land one blow.
Sure.
22 to hit.
22 hits.
Rah.
Hilver, they're all nasty. They're like undead monstrosities.
Yeah, but like I was seeing colors, and like it was like hotel. This place started looking like Hotel California or something.
Sounds fun.
I love seeing colors.
After the fight, then please. Oh no.
And you are.
Let's steal it. Sorry, I said let's steal it.
Steal it. Yeah, great.
Party.
All right, and that was
you
7
guys-
points of bludgeoning damage.
Not you guys hotboxing your secret hideout. Sorry, how much damage? I got distracted.
7
7.
bludgeoning.
Okay.
Next long rest about to go crazy.
We're gonna bring it to the reflection pool, and people are gonna get high and sit in the water. It's gonna be so good.
Pretty good stuff. I mean, that's how you make your money. 2 gold to take a huff. There you go. That's how you're gonna get your. That's how you're gonna get that bounty paid for. All right, Hilver. Anything else on your turn?
Can I move between these two?
Yeah,
I
you
guess.
certainly can. Just don't go any further than that, or you're going to take an attack of opportunity from the flesh golem.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. I might want to. I guess it doesn't look like that. Yeah, I guess that invisible stalker guy kind of hunkered down as was throwing arrows, so I don't think he's running farther away from us. So yeah, I'll stay here.
Okay, you stay there. All right, cool. That is Hilver's turn. Up next is Lemon, and Bees, you're on deck.
I am going to start sprinting into where Hilver went.
Sure.
So I go through the door.
And you turn to your right and immediately faced with this creature, and as like lightning crackles through its chest, it just like screams in your face.
Fun. That's not a flesh golem, right?
It is.
That is the flesh golem.
Yes, this is the flesh golem on the map here. Sorry, we're using Roll20. I'm trying my best to explain everything well. As you step through the door, you are immediately facing a flesh golem. Right behind it is Hilver, and right off to its left is the creature in the iron mask.
Right, so his left. Okay. If I were to move here, do I get take an attack of opportunity?
No, so if you step within 5 feet of a monster, you don't. It's only when you leave that radius that you do.
All right, cool. I just want to move there, just so that I'm not blocking the door.
So you step towards the iron bars of the cage and a little further from either creature.
Correct.
Great.
And then I'm going to bonus action reload my gun.
Great. So that's movement, bonus action.
This isn't the witch we were talking about, right?
Certainly not.
No.
Does not look the
All
same
right.
and is not flying.
Cool.
You do
Didn't
see that
think
it
so.
also has some kind of electricity-based ability. That's about the only similarity.
All right. I'm going to be swinging at the iron mask.
Great.
First one is a 9 plus 10, so a 19.
9 plus 10, 19 hits.
And then the second is going to be an 8 plus 10, 18.
Both hit.
All right.
It's been fun, Iron Mask wearing monster. It's been nice. No, I think it'll live. I hope.
First hit is 13 points of damage.
All right.
Second one. Oh. That was going to be hitting harder. That's going to be...
Oh no.
21 points of damage.
Oh my god! All right. play with the optional firearm rules, DM. That'll be fun. It'll be great. All right. Yeah, no, you fire off these 2 shots, both well placed. The first one, you fire and it sticks into its shoulder. The second one, you fire and it cuts across the neck, and you see a spray of a couple of chains of chainmail and some thick blood spatter against the wall. The blood already black and coagulated and dead.
Okay. Yeah, and that will be my turn. I already action, bonus action.
Okay.
Yeah. Why the mask? This is weird.
It's a good question. All right, Beige, you're up next, and the Iron Mask creature is after that.
Yay. Good times. I'm going to move into the fray a bit because I'm still outside the door here. I'm going to
Pondering.
Yeah, no, I'm going to get between them, betwixt, if you will, a little bit. Maybe, like, not, like, right between them, but, like, just, like, off to the side, but so that I can see both of them, reach both of them at the same time. Let me just make sure. Perfect. Okay, great. And I'm going to cast Darkness, I think.
Sure, so you're going to cast Darkness. Where do you want to center that there sphere of darkness here on the map?
Probably so that they, yeah, maybe like I'll go up a little bit further so that it's not hitting.
No matter what, if you want to catch both of them, you're going to have to catch Hilver.
Okay. Okay, this is probably fine. I don't want them to be able to see. Don't look at me.
The problem is we also won't be able to see.
Okay.
So they're just kind of gonna be in there.
And but our turn is not next.
So what I would say you could do then, if you wanted to be, so number one, you could do that and just basically make it so that on their turns they all have to move. But to describe what we're seeing here, as Beige is kind of peeking diagonal through the door, they can see the edge of the flesh golem, and then they can see the creature in the iron mask. If you were to step a little bit closer, you could set the darkness back a little bit and only catch the hunter. Because the hunter can't squeeze past its allies because Hilver's there. And so you could basically make it so that it could not attack next round. And then nobody else deals with any negatives. Or you can catch all of them, and then you just need to be ready to drop this darkness next round. Which of those 2 options do you think you like better?
I'm fine with dropping it next round. That doesn't bother me. I think I'd prefer no one be able to see.
Okay.
I think.
Now, is that a 15-foot sphere?
Yes.
What is the size on that? Is that 15-foot radius or diameter? We're getting real nerdy now.
Oh,
Yeah, and you can
radius?
the creator of you can end concentration at any time, no action required.
That's
nice,
cool.
nice.
That's good to know.
So you could just do that right after they're done.
That's awesome. That's great.
Radius.
Radius. Okay, so this thing is huge. Good.
Oh no, I think that sensor's taking effect again.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, so this massive sphere. Oh, wait, I can actually do this too. So I will swing that down to the lighting layer. This massive sphere of darkness appears, filling the space, and none of you can see into it now. As it fills, all of a sudden, you're all like looking around as Hilver. You are completely shrouded in darkness. Unfortunately, Hilver, you need to just pretend that you can't see, as you are hearing noise but not able to attack anything. All right. Cool beans. Beach, is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn?
Yeah, I'll give a little bardic inspiration to Hilfer, just in case. Just in case.
All right, I like the
Do with that
insurance
bardic
policy on that.
inspiration, Just in case.
Thank
As
you.
an apology. Or
can-
my bad.
You
My
can do
bad.
it.
I believe in you. Don't die, please. All right, cool. So the sphere of darkness appears, and things get a little bit chaotic, and the entire page reloads.
Just a little bit.
Hopefully it doesn't crash. My entire page just changed. There we go. Nothing crashed. Woo! That's what I'm
Didn't
talking about.
crash.
All right, fantastic. All right, so that is Bija's turn. Up next is the creature in the Iron Mask, followed by Harold. The creature in the Iron Mask can still feel Hilver. Still knows that Hilver is next to them. But their odds of hitting are just incredibly low. It's an interesting conundrum we're in here. It's going to take one attack against... It's going to do two things in rapid succession here. It's going to make a perception check first. The DC on that is going to be a 15. It fails. So it's going to try to attack you, Hilver, with disadvantage. But another thing it could have done, it does not do, because it failed on that perception check. All right, Hilver, with disadvantage, that is a 16 to hit. Does that hit you?
It doesn't. No.
It does not. You hear a blade whip past your face. All you do is hear the sound, and you like dodge backward a little bit as you start to hear this like cutting sound, but you can't see where it is coming from, so your information is pretty limited. Now, I don't know if you can take an attack of opportunity on a creature you cannot see.
I don't think so.
All right, then let's tentatively say no as you hear footsteps and it run back out of your range. Okay. That is the creature in the Iron Mask's turn. Up next is Harold, followed by the Flesh Golem. Harold, what are you up to? You are quite far from this sort of like central conflict here.
Harold, with the threat eliminated by Bartholomew, is going to sprint his full 40 feet to get right next to where the Flesh Golem was, so through both doorways.
You all see Harold really just like full Space Marine go into this like incredible sprint down the way, leaping across. You are faced with this sphere of darkness as you get to the other side.
As Harold runs through, he yells out to Beej, if you can drop the spell, I would appreciate it.
Be just like, no, I don't think so. Yeah, fine, I guess.
Okay,
Let's go.
you managed to keep the Iron Mask creature from basically having a turn. Its turn was to miss an attack and then run away. That darkness ends. You can all suddenly see into the room again. That Iron Mask creature has moved behind the hunter, and the Harold, you look up and see the Flesh Golem for the first time. It is towering about 2 feet taller than you, right in front of your face.
Holy
and that's
crap.
saying something because Harold's gigantic. Not
well,
a feeling you
time
have
to
a
bring
lot,
the-
Harold.
Yeah, time to bring this big fella down. Harold is gonna swing twice. And that is 19 to hit
19 hits.
and an 11 to hit.
Hits. I don't think you can miss.
Yeah. I am going to cast Searing Smite,
Searing Smite.
and that does an additional 1d6 fire damage, and then at the start of each of its turn, it's going to take an additional 1d6, and then makes a
This
Constitution
is the
saving
problem
throw.
with playing with people who've played D&D for so long. Harold's like, I'll pick for no reason Searing Smite.
Just Searing Smite.
Not
Maybe
a
that
normal
one will
one.
do it.
Why not a normal one? No reason.
I read a guide that said new paladin should never use regular divine smite. I was like, all right, word. 7, 8, 19, 11, 13, 14.
Harold's been reading.
That is 17 points of damage, 3 of which was fire damage.
You're all also professional adventurers, and I would not. I would.
So true.
It would just make sense for
You
you
still-
to know what some of the weaknesses of some creatures.
Do you still have that like radiant damage too?
Radiant damage was also included on there for
All right.
those 3 damage.
You dish out that 17 points of damage. As that fire connects with the Flesh Golem, you watch as almost instantly there is this like strange like vapor coming up off of it, this like steam or something that is like coursing with that electricity, some conductive liquid, and it ignites, and the entire Flesh Golem is embroiled in fire and just starts to scream at the top of its lungs. The Flesh Golem goes berserk.
There we go.
Oh wait,
That's what I wanted.
It
Going
doesn't go-
berserk. That's
it doesn't go berserk yet. Sorry, it needs to
Okay, cool,
be
cool,
short
cool.
more health. But that does hurt it very badly and makes it begin to start to sort of panic a little bit. All right, cool. That's your action. That was so. Is that bonus action, spell, action, attack, and now you have another attack? Or is that spell and action?
I rolled both attacks and both hit, but I didn't roll the damage on the second one.
Okay, great.
And 19.
Oh,
18 damage.
let's say that's a hell of a
Almost
starting
maxed out.
Nice. All right, there we go.
Wow.
You get good
And
at
that's the end of my
subtraction if you keep DMing. So if you were debating whether or not you wanted to start DMing, if you'd like to be better at subtraction, pick it up because you're going to really quickly. That is a skill. All right, cool. That is Harold's turn. Harold, you are now right in the thick of the fight. So is Lemon and Hilver. You are all surrounding this massive construct that's taken countless blows, gunfire, and now this like searing hammer smite, and is still going. It doesn't even look particularly bloody and injured yet. It's just continuing to carry on. All right, cool. That is Harold's turn, so that is the golem's turn. The flesh golem is going to rear up and letting out another of these screams. Rears up with like both fists to slam down on Harold, who lit it on fire. I
That's
have
for sure.
to check something really quick because I think something in my notes is wrong. Two
It
shakes of
says here on the
limbs.
monster stat block that if he hits, he can instantly kill you.
It says that
So I gotta double check
die
that.
right away. That's weird.
No saves.
It says if a paladin does it, they lose their connection to their faith. That's
And then they're just a bad fighter.
and they're just a guy. Okay, I actually was right. He should have in my notes. I rewrite my stat blocks to make my important changes, and he has 2 slam attacks, not 1. All right, he's gonna go for it.
Then
That
you-
is a unnatural 20.
Doesn't hit.
Yeah. And a 18. Damn.
And he also has to take 1d6 fire damage,
At the end of
3
his
fire
turn?
damage at the start of his turn, and then he has to roll to save.
Okay, great. All right, cool. What's my save?
Constitution save of 14.
14. Pretty good
Thought it was 16,
constitution.
not-
Not if you roll a natural 4. He fails.
Let's go!
This thing just continuing to scream, continuing to burn.
Got its ass.
It is getting frustrated. Harold, I will say, this thing's strength is horrifying. As it is like trying
Yeah.
to beat through the metal of your chest. The first attack is it like slamming you, and the second one is it like grabs your neck and head and is like trying to rip the armor off of you, and you manage to like throw its hand off.
Pull
Hermit
the
crab
thumb off.
style. It will probably in its panicked state begin to swing for anybody nearby it soon. So for now you continue to hold its attention because you are the source of its pain, but we will see. It starts yelling. It's like, Dalinar, you will not take my pain. All right, Bartholomew, you are up next, and the one remaining hunter is on deck. Bartholomew, you are 6 miles from the fight. You just watch Harold run in, and then watch giant fists. All you see are the hands as it like starts to grab and like try to tear
Yeah.
Harold's armor
And
apart.
he's actually inching his way slowly, sees the arms.
And then
You
backs
also
up
get
a little
10
bit.
10 additional movement speed. So if you wanted to move somewhere an extra 10 feet, you got it.
Well,
Then
that's
I can
nice.
go into the corner of shame.
go.
I'm on the opposite side of Beach now.
He's hiding.
And as he passes by, he takes the emblem, presses it into the back of Harold. The blessings are boon upon you, like it has with me,
Harold.
guiding.
All of a
And
sudden,
he goes back and hides.
from the corner of your vision, Harold, all of a sudden you just see Bartholomew's hand with a little emblem touch it to the side of your face and then disappear.
Oh, shit. Oh.
I
Thank
did
you.
forget to describe something funny. As each of you have sprinted through that little 15-foot by 15-foot room, where that first set of doors opens, and then you run like 15 feet, and then open a second set of doors, every time one of you passes through it, every single spot of dirt, grease, blood, and sweat on your body disappears off of you as you enter that small room. So all of a sudden, all of you are looking like haggard from the fight, enter and are perfectly clean as you run further forwards into the fight. I wish I had remembered that in the moment, but alas, we do what we must. All right, Bartholomew,
Better than
that's
a
your movement and your bonus action to inspire.
Yeah, bonus expire, and then just hiding. He continues to hide as an action.
Great. All right, so then you just sit on your action for that.
In the
That makes
corner.
sense to me. All right, cool. That is Bartholomew. Up next. What's up, Harold?
Everybody now, I'm within 10 feet of everybody, so you all get an additional 10 feet of movement. on your
And
turn.
plus to their saves.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Cool. All right, so up next is the Hunter. The Hunter has a lot of people to choose from. It is going to step 5 feet to its right, and it is going to fire at Harold. Because you have the super heavy armor, and it has a better chance of getting to, like, focus fire on you for a little bit. All right. It's going to do the same thing the other one did. You watch as it, like, vomits up this black bile onto its arrows. And then
I didn't
fires.
see the last one do it, so Harold goes, "What the fuck?"
All right, Harold, that is a 21?
21 hits.
It happened! It finally
Yeah.
happened! This is the best day of my
It
life.
goes to the roller, so it hits.
You have the craziest AC
And
ever.
it was higher. I had a shield before I got this big ass hammer.
All right, so new pro tip. We're going to make it short about this. If your player's AC is too high, give them a cool greatsword.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden,
Players hate this one neat trick. All right. You take 15 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. And although you don't understand them, it points at Harold and yells, and you all know that it says, "He can bleed! It can be done, brothers!"
Harold
this is supposed
gets
to
us.
be your guys' horror season. This is my guys' horror season.
They've lived for 1,000 years below ground, no issues.
So scary. All right, what'd you get?
7.
With a 7, you all watch Harold. This arrow sticks in 2 plates between. As you reach out and yank it out, you're looking at this, and you feel this terrible burning sensation that spreads to your neck, and you are paralyzed. As you stiffen, you cannot
you
move.
okay?
I can't move.
That is nasty stuff.
I can't vomit it out like my allies did. So,
sad. I know. That's why vomiting. I was like, that's gross to describe because it is the paralyzed condition. I was like, that's gnarly. So, paralyzed D&D 2024. Your speed is 0. You fail
Yes.
strength and dexterity saving throws automatically. Attack rolls against you
Awful.
have advantage. Any attack roll that hits you is a critical hit.
this is not where I want to be in front of the
You
flesh column.
cannot speak.
This is awful. Oh, are you okay, Harold?
And you cannot take actions, bonus actions, or reactions. The save on that is very low, so it's kind
I
of
rolled a 2.
a 2,
I rolled
yeah.
a 2 on that.
All right, cool.
Brutal.
The thrill I got from one of my abilities working, none of you can understand. All right, that is its bonus action. That is its first attack. It gets to make its second attack with advantage. Now, how does it miss? Now, how could it miss? It fires again, and you can see that it is too excited, and the arrow shatters up against the main body of your plate mail as it just like scatters up against the thick metal plating. It gives itself like a little, "Come on, man," like a little castigating phrase.
My armor won't fail me, even if my body does.
Devastating. All right, that is Hilver and Lemon. You are on deck. Hilver, you watch Harold freeze.
All right. I will move over here and use a flurry of blows to strike at the big boy. And that's a
Before attacking?
yeah.
Okay.
Wait.
Because I thought you had to hit.
Yeah, there's no.
Oh, that must be a 2014 thing.
Yeah, flurry of blows. You can expend 1 focus point to make 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Great.
So
Pop off.
blowing that, and that's a 14 to hit.
14 hits. By the way, the smell in
All right.
this place is crazy now. There's like vomit arrows and a giant flaming golem, and this whole place smells nuts.
I can't wait to walk back through that
Alright.
prestidigitation door.
That's 12 points of bludgeoning damage to this guy.
12 points of bludgeoning damage. All right.
And hitting him, I look over to Harold and I like hit him with a palm, and his like spirit kind of like shimmers out of him a little bit, and then like the poison like zaps out of him as his spirit comes back into him.
I'm leaving the call. I'm leaving the call. I'm hanging up the call. I'm hanging up the call. I'm done. I'm done. You guys are done. We're not friends anymore. It's fine. Lose my number. You can end the paralyzed condition?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
and he gets 6 healing. I
Yeah,
rolled
you
a
all
1
watch-
on the D8.
You all watch Hilbert use some like real Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon shit to purge the poison, the venom from Harold's body. And Harold, your body loosens up, and somewhere out there, a DM freaks out and drives into traffic.
we do a flashback to Harold being like, I gotta put a team together. I need a guy who can get poison out of me if I'm ever paralyzed.
We see Harold with a big corkboard that just says "poison?" ? There's red string tying around like 50 different dudes. Somebody points at it and goes, "Wait, a cleric needs to spend 250 gold worth of diamond dust to do this, but a monk can just do it for free?"
Just
And
punch it.
Harold's taking notes in the audience.
I know a man.
All right, this is the worst day of my life. Is that your whole
All right.
turn, Hilver?
That was my bonus action. So I'll use my movement to take an attack of opportunity from this guy and just start like running down the hallway at the sensor dude.
Okay, let's see if that hits. That is a 25.
Ooh, that hits.
You do not move as your movement speed becomes 0. This is no normal flesh golem. You all watch Hilver begin to run, and this thing reaches out and just grabs Hilver by the back of his outfit, picks him up, and like volleyball spikes him into the ground.
Ooh, shit.
You take 14 points of bludgeoning damage and 4 points of lightning damage for a total of 18 points. As you strike the ground, you feel this bolt of electricity from its hand
Alright.
coursing.
I will use my reaction to deflect the
Ooh, yeah,
bludgeoning
definitely reduce that.
damage. And it's reduced by 13, so that was 14 total, right?
Wow.
It was 18 total.
18
Right,
total.
so you still take
Okay,
5.
So 5. Alright. I kind of like bend myself a little bit, so I like when I hit the ground, I kind of like take the impact and I roll with his with the momentum, and I sort of like swing his arm a little bit as I like get crushed a little bit.
Totally. All right, cool. All right,
And
we're moving here.
I will be like, and as I'm pinned down by it, I just take my elbow and I like will jab at him twice. All right.
Monk combat's so dynamic.
It is.
Does the 12 hit?
A 12 does hit. This thing is,
All right.
you watch, it's just holding you. It watches
All right.
you rear back and punch it, and doesn't, it's just holding you. Like screaming, burning.
All right.
God, I was on fire.
25
Me too.
points. Okay, that's 25 points of bludgeoning damage. So I like hit it like
Oh my-
twice, like in like sensory parts, with my elbow.
Now it goes berserk. Now it
Let's
begins to just
go.
scream in your face and is like holding you by the front of your outfit. And you don't know if it's. You see Harold get excited, Hilver, and in your head you're like, this is the good thing? This is like the good, cool option? All right.
All right.
Cool.
That's it,
cool,
yeah.
Cool. All right, that's Hilver's turn. Up next is Lemon. Beige, you're on deck.
All right. If I wanted to hit Mask Lady, is it? Are they being blocked by both my companion and the hunter? Is that considered cover?
If you try to fire for the creature in the iron mask all the way at the back,
Yes.
yes, it would have a +5 to its AC.
+5.
So the first creature would give it half cover. The second creature would up that to 3/4 cover. So it would get
Cool,
a
cool,
+2
cool.
and then a +5 in total.
All right. I still want to swing at it.
Okay, you're gonna take a shot anyways.
Yep.
Great.
Shot that.
Jedi.
That is a 15 plus 10, so 25.
Yeah, that still hits. Perfectly,
Cool.
you thread the needle and take this shot across the distance.
Slurry.
I thought not only was I going to briefly paralyze somebody, but that you were also going to miss attack on the same day. Who knows what? I don't even know.
Would have been insane.
We're in uncharted
and-
territory.
And then I'm going to shoot at the hunter.
That's
that
hysterical.
gets. Yeah.
Just stunting on him. Just shoot the back one first and then the front one. That's just disrespectful.
Lemon's aura farming.
And that is a 13 plus 10, so 23.
That hits. Out loud, Lemon says, "Chat, clip that."
And what was the ability that your bullets do again? The weapon.
Sap.
Sap, so they have disadvantage.
Okay.
That's why I'm trying to spread out shots right now.
Cool.
Make sure you call that out to me, or I will forget.
I forgot it once, and I got screwed over for it.
Never
Oh.
again.
It happens. Yeah, you took that.
Yeah.
nat
Oh
20
yeah,
last
yeah,
time.
yeah. Yep. All right, so that is the mask lady is getting
Carry the 37.
yeah. I wish. That's going to be 15 points of
Oh
damage.
my gosh, it's not that far off.
Hunter takes 20 points of damage.
Oh my goodness.
And then I'm going to.
I like, by the way, that chat can see 1 millimeter of our conversation as it pops up in the sidebar, but not enough to read it. They can just see like the first word.
And then I'm going to pop my. What's it called?
I don't
Where
know.
is it? Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to find.
This has been
Action surge.
action search. No! Cut it out.
I'm going to shoot at Mask Lady again.
Great. This has got to be like the most chaotic combat of your guys' lives.
That is going to be 13 plus 10, so 23 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's
and
all just
then
happening so quick.
With 3/4 cover, you just absolutely tanked out every shot anyways. I'm mad. I'm bent out of shape. I'm getting coal for Christmas.
I do one good thing is shoot.
Where do you get coal? Wait, quick question. When I'm down
and
visiting,
then-
next time I'm in Virginia, I'll pick up a bag of anthracite and go crazy.
And then second shot, I'm swinging at Berserker here.
Oh wow, you're really taking a wide.
Oh yeah.
You're just trying to get that sap on everybody. Listen. I forgot to say, points of inspiration from last session. Beej take a point of inspiration, and Harold to take a point of inspiration. You both
Let's
did clever
go.
moves. And now I will say, Lemon take a point of inspiration for using
thanks.
your sap so efficiently as you guys are keeping with your stuff. I'm trying so hard to use inspiration the way you're supposed to, and it sucks so bad.
And then this is a disadvantage because I'm right next to him.
Sure.
We cut back to that same bulletin board where Harold's like, I need a
He
guy
does-
who can shoot really well.
Unless he has unlimited reactions, he did use his on mine already. If you wanted to step away. Go on, go on, Lemon.
It's all good. 17 to hit.
17 hits the most anything's ever hit. You haven't been telling me the damage for the second round of attacks.
Nope. It was just those two shots.
Okay.
So.
So you're gonna tell me at the
for-
end?
Yeah. So for the
Iron Maiden.
Yeah, for Iron Maiden is going to
Not
be-
intentional, but there you go.
that is 22 points of damage.
Out of here.
Pretty soon we're gonna have to enforce an online roller rule because you do so many points of damage that calculating it's rough.
For the
Yes.
record, I want to be super clear. That is enough to kill a commoner 5.5 times.
His bullets are really hard.
That's
That's
enough
the
to
thing. People don't talk
instantly- I
about
want to be
that.
clear. That is enough to insta-kill 5 times over a normal man.
This is what.
He gets extra damage by like trying to shove the gun further.
He's punching.
He gives
with
the bullet.
Oh my god, get out of here. Alright, how much damage to the flesh golem?
The flesh golem is going to be 15.
15 points of damage. Alright.
Oh, sorry, 17. 17.
17!
What's the two?
It's not alright.
It does.
And everything has disadvantage for his next hit.
I'm just trying to do math. I'm
No,
trying so hard to do math right now.
How
Alright, there we go.
I imagine this is. I don't know if you guys played Red Dead Redemption. The slow mo where you get
Yeah, the
X
dead eye
rating.
for sure. Alright.
100%.
Is it my turn yet? No. Go for Beach.
And I'm also bonus action reloading.
It can't be done.
This is so many things on your turn.
You're just
You
hearing, like,
burned everything.
Trevor is like dodging in and out of people, punching people in the face as Lemon dives and rolls into the room and is just firing shots and reloading his gun. As Beige is like conjuring orbs of darkness and Harold's hammer is glowing as he swings down. This thing is like on fire and screaming, flailing. This is the silliest combat ever.
Beach is just gonna like put his hands up and be like, well, okay, I can't really follow that. Alright.
We cut to outside the door, like all the way outside the door, and we just see we see the guy, your ally, I can't remember his name in this moment. We see your ally, the guy with that long rifle's hand slowly, shakily raising to his mouth as he hears like, they're dying in there. They're
Youngling.
dying in there.
Torn apart.
They're being torn to pieces. He looks haunted. He's banging on the door. Oh my god. Alright, Beach, you're up. What's up?
I mean, it's easy to forget and get distracted by his charms, but Beach is a bard.
We've had some inspirations in the room. You've been helping this out.
I'm trying my best. Beach is trying to be a fighter, but it's
You
really
did.
all-
I will,
Not all he can do.
You did keep something from happening that we'll talk about when we hop off, probably.
Oh,
that is
here
unsuspectingly
we go.
clutch.
Let's go. Beach's intuition. Okay. Beach is going to pull out a classic Starry Wisp on the golem.
Nice.
He's inspired by Harold's sort of, attack on him, and he feels inspired by that. So he's gonna go ahead and do that.
Great.
Also, he thinks it's crazy that this thing is like loud and just absolutely. It's a monstrosity, so he's gonna try and
right.
stop that.
Makes sense. You're a monster. I'm gonna try to stop whatever it is you've got going on. It's just so
You're
good.
like loud. That's like a lot.
Somi, can you imagine just in the middle of combat, Beige just walks up to you, this like incredibly handsome devil walks up to you and goes, "You're being kind of loud," and then walks away in the middle, and then goes, "Wait, sorry,"
Need to sing
and
soon?
blows radiance into your face, and then leaves.
Like I'm about to give a performance. You can't be here for that. That's a lot. I need my lilting song to be.
Brother's ruining the vibe.
Yeah,
That's the bottom
like
line.
that's a
I just-
lot of energy.
I just think even
Not
an
okay.
undead flesh construct would think about that for the next 6 months. Would be like, "Am I loud? Like, am I loud? Is that? Do I need to think about that?" Like, all right.
Honestly, one of the worst low-key insults. Like one of the worst.
You're being loud.
Huh?
Do you want me
It's
to
getting
roll?
annoying.
Am I
Be
saving or are
gone.
you hitting?
I'm hitting. I rolled a 14.
A 14 does hit. This thing is not hard to hit.
Nice. All right, let me roll.
Guys, I'm looking at my health numbers over here, and they're bad. They're bad.
Well, don't worry, because I did roll a 1 and a 3.
Incredible.
So,
Yay!
Hey, every bit gets you
Quick
another
math.
step.
dang.
Hmm.
Oh, that's fun.
Any other effect on Starry Wisp? Is it
I
glowing?
think he lights up.
So it's now
Not
on
that he's already on fire.
It's now on fire and glowing.
That's rough.
Alrighty. Alright, so Bish, anything else on your turn? That is your action, and you have your bonus action, you have some movement. You want to do anything with it?
No.
Alright.
Beach did what he could. 4 points of damage. Let's go, Beach.
Pretty solid.
Yeah.
W's in the chat for
Bish, Bish is like, warmed it up for you. Just slowly. Absolutely fantastic. All right, cool. So that is Bij's turn. It is now the Iron Maiden's turn, and then Harold. The Iron Maiden can now finally see all of the other combatants on the field. And you watch as it is going to continue to back up into the space. It goes 5-10 feet back. And you watch as it takes out that wand and twice fires off these lightning blasts at the flesh golem.
No!
As they strike in... as they strike...
And she kills it for us.
Yeah.
She takes off her mask. It's other Beach.
It's
Beach the Younger.
You watch as she heals the flesh golem for 30 points as she fires off these 2 lightning bolts, and you watch that light in its chest get brighter and some of its wounds stitch. This is what Bij kept it from doing with that orb of darkness earlier, is just endlessly healing that thing as it swings out with this wand. All right, that is its full action, and it's not going to do anything else. It takes a couple steps back, but wants to stay in close enough range. It is...
Doesn't get disadvantage on those heals.
No, because it doesn't need to roll.
Yeah.
It needs to roll for the attacks, not for the heals. Let me see. Is it a bonus action? No, it's a full action. It doesn't try to stop it panicking because it's surrounded by enemies anyways. It is just going to sort of keep up.
You're on your own.
I believe in you. Yeah, great. Okay, that is the Iron Maiden's turn. With that, it is Harold's turn, and I am on deck with the Flesh Golem.
Harold swings twice, valiantly.
I believe.
That is a 16 plus 7, which hits, and a 7 plus 4.
You only
11.
miss on a natural one.
Oh, let's go.
I think. Its AC is 9.
And that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 plus 4, 15 damage.
15, all right.
And for the second attack, 12 damage.
All right.
And I'm going to stay
hammering
right
away.
where I am.
All right, you're staying right there, right in this thing's grill. With that, it's its turn. It takes 1d6 fire damage. Right?
That it does.
Pop off,
and
get
it
that
is.
6.
I dropped my die. I'll roll a different
Oh.
d6.
Great.
A 6.
Nice, there we go. And now I make a save.
Yep. Con save of 14.
Did I finally save? No, 12.
This spell's paying dividends.
It really is. That consistent damage is really, really good. It continues to be... It's finally Berserk. Did it hit anybody last turn while it was Berserk? I don't think so.
No.
It was Dirk after it grappled me.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
It's a little late. It should have had disadvantage.
Or did it go after it grappled you, or did it go before it grappled you?
It has disadvantage on all attacks while frenzied.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna have to say
say
hands
with
off the chess piece. You know what? Take a point of inspiration, Hilver. My bad. File that one away.
No, I moved. I did the one attack, then healed him. Then I tried to move. Then it grappled me. Then I hit it. Then it went berserk.
Oh, it went berserk
whoa.
after
Yeah.
the grapple.
Crazy memory on you. That's wild. All right, it's going to have disadvantage on these attacks. It's going to...
Double disadvantage.
No, but I do think Harold is
Mainly, I
too hard to
remember
hit,
the
so I do think
Sentinel.
it's going to focus in on Hilver.
Yeah.
All right, Hilver, they're all at disadvantage, so you've got good odds here. Let's see what these 2 attacks look like. The first one is a 16 to hit,
That
and
misses.
the second one is a 19. No, an unnatural 20 to hit.
That makes my AC then. That hits.
Thank goodness. For me.
I dodged the first attack, and then my foot kind of gets stuck between the grate of this prison. I'm like, oh no! And I turn away at the last moment for two
Sprained ankle.
You take 15 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of lightning.
All right.
How
As
are you looking at this point?
you all see that
you got walloped.
It is just continuing to hold Hilver, and this time just picks him up fully over its head and slams him from like full lifted height as Hilver is lifted like 15 feet into the air and then slammed down into the ground.
Yeah, that's left me with 15 hit points left, so I'm getting fairly well bloodied now.
Not good.
Who can say? I'm having fun. And isn't that what matters? No.
And this thing's almost dead. So we're
you guys.
got it.
This has
Yeah,
been a
and
tense
my
fight
reaction
in all
is still-
directions. If Iron Maiden hadn't gotten that chance to heal, Flesh Golem would be dead right now. So
Yeah.
we're trading blows here.
Yeah,
did
and I
you-
don't get my reaction until the start of my next turn because I used it before on my own turn.
Oh yeah, I guess you did. All right, that is the Flesh Golem's turn. There's nothing else that he can do. Up top, it is Bartholomew, followed by the Hunter. Bartholomew, situation's getting tense. What do you do?
Yep, hearing all the crazy stuff around the door, decides, oh, wait, this is my chance, goes around the door, gets on top, manages with his scrawny little arms to get on top of Harold and go for a sneak attack right into the dome.
Harold, you get full, leapfrogged.
Harold has his hammer raised, and he drops it into the other hand to make it look down as he jumps over the top of him for the stab.
This is
And
coordinated.
cowardly
We cut to that
screaming.
same scene. Harold's like, I need somebody that I can do a special trick with.
This is gonna pay dividends.
Nat 20? Oh no! All right, go ahead, do that damage. Send this
I
thing to
told
the
you it was gonna
shadow
pay
realm.
dividends.
Yeah.
It worked.
It was a nat 20 and a 2.
Oh.
Harold puts on sunglasses and just says, I love it when a plan comes together. As Bartholomew leaps through the air.
So, what's that? Max damage then? Okay, yep. So,
It's not max, it's roll twice.
oh, that's right, roll twice.
And that includes sneak attack too.
It does
Yeah.
include the sneak attack. Yes, we have a long-standing house rule that we double damage, but because we were trying to stick to the 2024
Yeah.
PHB, we're going by that for now. Which also means, this is a change I just learned about, which is crazy, because I read that book cover to cover, and I thought I did pretty good. Surprise now gives enemies disadvantage on pretty much everything they do. It does not skip their turns
What?
anymore.
Just, I do want to
Wait.
generally ask.
What skips there?
Surprise! There's no additional round of combat
Oh.
before
It's
they
not
get
like
there.
so. It was always just on your
It just
turn
skips
you
their
lost
shit.
the surprised condition at the end of your turn and you didn't get to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's you have disadvantage on everything and then you lose the surprised
Ah.
condition, so that you're not
So-
literally just sitting there like
Which I think
Gotcha.
makes sense.
it does.
Mhm.
What you got?
So, just a genuine question. Since the Vicious Dagger already does an additional D6, 2d6 on its initial attack, do I roll that twice as well?
Yeah,
for
it
this?
all doubles.
Okay,
It
I didn't
all
know
doubles.
if that was just a... Okay.
That's
Doubling
why
season,
the
baby.
infamous multi-class is Paladin is Paladin Rogue, and for a little
Ah.
while it was Paladin Warlock rogues that you could really stack them.
We're gonna leave this combat, and Harold's gonna be like, "Hey, Bartholomew, can you teach me some of that?"
And that's going to hit for 35 points of
With
damage.
35 points of damage as you leapfrog over the top of Harold, who gets it to look down and throws you up with his shoulder. You bury it, Attack on Titan style, at the nape of the neck, and cut forward and with a dagger slice the head off of this flesh golem and fall to the ground. The flesh golem has been killed. The lightning crackles around it for the last time, and Hilver, blessedly, you are dropped to the ground, no longer being clutched in its foul hands. All right, Bartholomew, there you go.
And just for that reference, Bartholomew lands
And does a little,
Hit the salute.
without stabbing himself. The
does a
dagger on the other
salute, gets a
side.
bloody nose. I love it. All right, that is Bartholomew's turn. Up next is the Hunter. Hilver, you're on deck. The Hunter, seeing all this play out, is going to... he doesn't stretch. 10, 15, 20 is going to just run. 25, 30. right up to the briars, puts as much distance as possible so that you guys are down this long hallway, and just starts to fire, like, mechanically. Just plunk, plunk is just, and clearly just going to fire and fire and fire and fire arrows until it is dead, as it aims down the way. It is going to take, it's just whoever's closest. It's going to take 2 shots at you, Hilver.
All right, and those still have venom on them too, right?
No. The venom applies to the next attack that hits.
Ah, okay.
And they only have so many charges of it a day, and I am out.
Oh.
Alright, that is a... Oh, don't do this to me again. 13 to hit on the first one, and an unnatural 20 to hit on the second?
The unnatural 20 hits.
Thank goodness. Alright, boys.
It did get disadvantage, but I don't think it matters. It was the first one.
So we would have disadvantage on the next attack.
But
Yes,
yeah, the
next
first
attack.
one
Alright.
missed anyways.
Yeah, first
Yeah,
one missed
but-
anyway, so.
I don't know. I feel funny about that. I'm just going to take the turn
I
again.
think-
I'm going to take the turn again. We're going to do disadvantage on the first. I don't like doing that. I always feel weird about that, where I'm like, but the first one missed. And it's like, yeah, but if it had disadvantage and you rolled 2 die, which I did, it would have been a miss, and then you'd have had to roll again.
Roll
You can't
again.
tempt.
I see.
I don't believe
There's
in
a third roll.
superstition, but that doesn't mean I want to, like, antagonize Lady Luck. That doesn't mean I don't want Dice Christ shaking the bars of the cage. All right, that's
Roll
a
nat
nat
one for a
on
whole
the first.
session.
Oh,
Dice Christ has gotta be like a skateboard trick, right?
Yeah, I believe
There's
it.
gotta be a way to roll dice that's really sick.
I was being nice, and I don't regret it. But that was a nat 1 with
Oh.
disadvantage and a nat 4 on the second attack.
Woo!
Honest, Dice Christ, hear my prayer. If you don't watch NADPOD, that's really confusing. Go watch Not Another D&D podcast if you want to know what Dice Christ is all about. All right, cool. So that is 2 misses, and then it is going to bonus action dodge to give disadvantage on all attacks against it for this turn. Good gravy. You gotta be kidding me with this. All right, now it's the Iron Maidens. No, it's not. I got confused. Whoopsie. Who's up? It's Hilver. Hilver's up. Lemon's on deck.
okay. Yeah. All right. Now that the big old golem's lightning charge seems to be dwindling, I am running towards that sensor,
Absolutely. Sprinting across
straight down the
space.
hallway. Yeah, towards it. I'm kind of like, and I will throw an attack at it.
I hadn't even considered the fact that it could blast that thing with lightning and bring it back to life. So I'm so happy you're sprinting
Oh.
from that thing.
You know,
All right.
life is like a box of chocolates. I don't
You
know.
never know.
All right. So that was a 27 to hit.
Wait. You entered melee. Make a really important wisdom saving throw as that beautiful
Yeah.
smell fills your nose again.
And I have advantage. Might need to use the Bardic Inspiration.
And fail it. Fail it.
Yeah, I rolled an 8 and a 3, so Bardic Inspiration was a D8.
Yes.
D8. All right.
Come
That's
on.
5, 8, 14 plus
I think you got it.
a 30, 20.
Dirty 20 saves. You shake off that
Alright.
feeling again. Ah, you dodge the charmed condition as you run up to this thing. Damn it!
All right. So that's 11 points of bludgeoning damage for the first hit.
Dead.
Dead.
You run up across
Alright.
the space, swing up, punch it in the face, and go to swing up with the second one, and look down and see that its neck is like fully bent, and you can see a vertebrae sticking the wrong way, and you realize you have killed it in one punch.
All right. And with that, I sort of quickly tilt my head towards the archery guy, and how much?
This undead hunter, ageless, starts like shaking its head no, like no, not like
And
this.
in a flash, I used the rest of my movement to get up to it.
No,
Hold
monks,
on.
man.
So that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And
Can you
I
not
had
quite
an
do
extra 10.
10,
yeah.
10 extra for me, brother.
I
Let's
go
go.
And I just want to get to the side of it, too.
For the record, you brought it to exactly 0. HP.
Nice.
It had 11 left.
All right, and I will.
And it
Swing
totally
at
was
this
going to
guy.
bring the flesh golem back with the lightning one.
Yeah.
I just got a nat 20 to hit.
Come on!
Yeah! Let's go!
I'm hanging up the call. I can't do this. How am I
Oh.
expected to DM under
Only
these
11.
conditions?
Only 11 bludgeoning damage, though.
This is a real turnaround story for specifically Hilver, who has like 4 HP left.
Yeah. Yeah. So I run up to him.
It
and
took
I,
the dodge
sidestep
action. You
him.
have disadvantage.
Oh, good point. Okay.
Ah.
And yeah, so I re-rolled, and that's a 3 + 8, 11 to hit.
Miss.
All right.
We live to fight another day.
Another
And
round.
Come
I will
on.
bonus action flurry of blows.
No! No! No!
To throw
Double nat
2 more.
20s.
Now I need to check. Let me check dodge really quick.
Yeah, it's until you start your next turn. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
it's a round.
Thank goodness.
So that's 17 plus 8. 26 to hit.
With disadvantage?
Yeah. I
Wow.
rolled 17 and
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
All
That'll
right.
do it.
Did it have a bow and arrow attack and a dodge on the same turn?
It had a
I think I
bonus
missed the
action dodge
Yeah.
with cunning action.
Nice.
Yeah. So that's 12 points of bludgeoning damage.
It cannot. What you are looking for is it cannot dash with its bonus action. Instead, it can dodge because it's kind of an archer build.
Mm.
So it has, instead of dash, disengage, hide, it has dodge, disengage, hide.
So the first one does 12 damage,
12 damage.
and the second, 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Ah, good. All right. I don't know. Got to go through the dice. That's 8 more bludgeoning damage.
8 more. All right. This thing is looking awful.
As I'm left like humping and puffing after like throwing these extra hits into it and like running all of that movement.
Maybe when we're done with this whole arc, I'll just put out on like our TikTok or whatever like 30 monster stat blocks that I've been writing in the background for these, because my desk is just monster stat block note cards.
No card central.
Everywhere. My long-standing love for note cards while DMing is a matter of record at this point. All right, cool. Yeah, you absolutely pound this thing into the dirt. It is still up. Is there anything else you wanted to do on your turn besides 6,000 things?
I get my reaction back.
6001.
You get your
So-
reaction back.
Yay!
Fantastic. All right,
That's
cool.
good.
Reaction, I punch it.
Reaction. I hit him in the face. All right, cool. That is Hilver's turn. Lemon, you're up. Beige, you're on deck. Only one fighter remains. I held up
I
2
got-
fingers. It's a bad job. One.
Because I had that 10 extra movement, I move 40 spaces to right here.
Nice.
And I'm going to shoot. I shall shoot.
Yeah, 40 feet, not 40 spaces.
40 spaces.
The speed of
move-
sound.
I jump a mile.
That would be 200 feet. That would be so far.
Yeah, it would. Let's see. It is going to be a. It's still dodging, right? So I have disadvantage.
Correct.
All right.
Fat lot of guns gonna do it.
A 20 to hit.
Yeah. Good
and
thing
so
I
shoot.
dodged.
It would have had 9 and then a 20, so it's still a 9. So 19.
19, that hits. This thing has that whole anime scene where it's like, nothing can strike me when I'm in my... and then immediately is hit so much from all sides. Just...
As I'm shooting, I just damn. I hope you pray to whatever undead god you believe in.
My goodness.
And so first shot is going to be 13 points of damage.
All right.
Second shot is
Oh, wait.
What's up?
Oh, the opportunity attack. Yeah, it is like on things that you can when you see, but the attack occurs right before the creature leaves your reach too.
Oh, that's cool to know.
Yeah, but we were
20
doing
points
that.
of damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he was leaving while
Yeah, he
had
never got
already
to
opened,
take that next step. He was
Yeah.
always staying with 5. All right, Lemon, damage on the second hit.
20.
20. All right. As you say that, like, I hope you pray to whatever freak gods you have, you fire once, and this thing falls backward, looks up at you, and you watch as you say that. There's no way it understands you, but you watch as it falls back, and its eyes cast up to that gnarl of brambles and thorns, and you see it, like, reach out a hand towards the thorns as you plug it in the head and kill it. Combat is over. You've solved my undead nightmare puzzle.
We solved the gross puke puzzle.
Yeah, the vomit puzzle.
The monsters lie dead, and unfortunately, tonight we do need to wrap up a little early, and we are right on time. So I think this is the perfect moment. We will pick up next week with you all investigating this room. I have no doubt looting a bunch of undead corpses and moving on to whatever else it is that this place, that this surgery has in store for you. Almost certainly fighting the witch next session. I did not anticipate so long in this dungeon. We might be a little, I was thinking 15 to 20, it might be like 20 to 25 sessions if the dungeons keep up at this sort of rate. Maybe we'll try to pencil in a long game somewhere to try to make up a little bit of the diff here. We'll have to see. All right. You can catch 3 streams here on Foolhardy Press. They all start at 7:30. On Sundays, you can catch Game Masters, Masters of Games, where we either play games we have already mastered or are trying to. We play some Baldur's Gate, some Elden Ring, Castle Crashers. We just played Avowed a little bit, which I was really excited by. That was a really fun game. That was a great time. On Mondays, this show, you can catch The Party Makes Things Worse. This is our actual play show. Our last show was using Monster of the Week. Spencer ran The Prince of Charming. Really fun, quick, like what, 9 episodes?
9 episodes.
So you can polish that thing off in an afternoon. And Song of the Reliquary just hit episode 10, and we are motoring on down with a couple more episodes to go. Who knows the pace at which the rest of this adventure will go. I don't imagine more than 20, 25 episodes, give or take. On Tuesdays, so tomorrow, you can catch DM Writer's Room, where Spencer, Michael, and I demystify the DMing process by coming up with monsters, magic items, and all kinds of stuff live. I think we are continuing to work on Tales in the Dark, our Forged in the Dark hack, which I'm excited by. I don't think we're going to be doing that for much, much longer. I think we are beginning to wrap up. If you guys want us to do a bunch of like statistics math on like what are their odds of succeeding, we can. I just don't think anybody wants that. You can check us out on itch.io, where our first one-page RPG, The Last Thanksgiving, a turkey-tinged tale of vengeance, is available, and our second is coming up soon. And you can check us out on Drive-Thru RPG, where our quick one-shot adventure for first-level adventurers. Although, going off of my DMing so far, maybe it's not one-shot. I thought it was, but man, I thought this was too. A dungeon for level 1 adventurers to get used to the game. Check us out on YouTube and Twitch. Check us out on YouTube, where Spencer makes all kinds of fun and cool videos. I help with the scripting. It's been really cool over there. We have a lot of good stuff. You can go hop into a couple of those and learn some stuff. We've got some upcoming videos we're pretty excited by, and some... what was the one you just posted?
It was Gary Gygax getting phone calls.
Yeah,
from
did
fans.
people actually call Gary Gygax? And that's a short. You tell me you don't have 58 seconds to go learn in this day and age? No, I'm just kidding. All right, I think that's everything. So with that, thank you all so much for watching. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace out. Bye.